Oh! Yo, she was speaking facts, big dog. Excuse me? He actually... I'm canceling Subaru after this week. That's too far. Hey, girl, do you want to jump in and hit him over the head? He killed her! Yo, if he doesn't snap out of it and bash his head in until he dies to reset, I'm gonna be very disappointed in Subaru. Could you have not jumped in? Okay, okay. I said hit her over the head, not stab her in the back! You know, I can't even say she didn't deserve that. Oh! This is the scariest I think ReZero has been in some goddamn time, potentially ever. Subaru's like, hey, you know what? That headshot looking real nice right about now. Oh, no, 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 no. What in Chucky laugh is that? Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. No. Oh, no. I recognize this from the fucking trailer. Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Hold up now. How did this happen? You were killing us before. Why are you saving us now? Why do you also have Subaru's colors? What the fuck? Highlights, reactions, Patreon, you know the drill. Seriously, when Subaru choking out Ram to near death is one of the highlights apiece of an episode, you know it's fucked. I've heard rumblings in the grapevine. What an episode will be happening this week. And in those same rumblings, I would hear these light novel readers. You think that's gonna be good? It won't even be top 5 of this ReZero season. Listen, you guys are probably fucking right, but shut the hell up. Listen, I don't even want to imagine where it's going, but I kind of do. There was something about the way that motherfucker, they kept focusing on the sand. And maybe it's misdirect. Maybe the sand is where the miasma was floating in. But there was something odd about this goddamn walking trip. And it's great to know that the checkpoint updated again. Why? Because fuck us. No matter what our boy does, he is at bare minimum starting off where we wake up. And watching everyone crash out. Now, I knew Subaru. Subaru is not a woman beater, right? Like, naturally he wouldn't do that. But as soon as he hit the lantern away, something was off. And it's super interesting how they directed it, because the way it made me feel was that, like, the air was heavy. That it was like they're walking through 6 feet of snow. They were struggling to move. They were more agitated. So it's interesting, right? Gas leak, whatever. Seemingly, miasma was probably messing with them and bringing out worse impulses that they would never act on in a normal environment. But here's the thing. ReZero is no stranger to brutal deaths. There's been plenty. One of the most iconic scenes is, of course, the rabbits. And I'm going to say something controversial. I'll take the rabbits any day of the week over what I've seen now in this fucking cave. And maybe that's too much for some people. But listen, I'm a sick bastard. At least once a year I rewatch the rabbit scene. There's something about it. It tingles my fancy, okay? I would take the rabbits. Maul me to death, rip me apart, piece by piece, strip my flesh. Yes, that hurts. But you want to know what hurts more? Being involved with killing people you are connected with, having them kill you, having to watch intestines go down. And the worst part is, even if you survive all that, you have Satan's hellhound ready to violate you in holes you didn't even know you had. Like, seriously, you know it's bad when you can have someone stab someone in the back and you think, surely this is the horror scene of the episode. That's not even top 5 at that point, because then you see characters lose their entire bottom halves. You literally get the fucking close-up zoom of intestines falling. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. Call me Mr. Future Sight. You know how Subaru, after getting sniped, immediately freaked out because they were immediately in the middle of like a chase scene, and it was very full of paranoia. I have a feeling that every checkpoint is gonna further increase that adrenaline. Now, in a way, you could argue, well, he spawns in, it's not an immediate life or death situation like it was just before the sniper shot, because, you know, there could be bears that are going to attack you. But I think it is going to get worse, because even if the initial spawn in isn't as an immediate life or death decision making, whatever is going to kill him is going to be so much worse. So no matter what, the paranoia is going to intensify. And in a way, you could argue, had this been Amelia and some other characters in this party formation, it might make him a little more easy. On one hand, the deaths and what we saw would have fucked him up more, but at least the, oh, you're acting different wouldn't be called out as much, because Amelia at this point really trusts in Subaru because of all the bonds and developments they've went through. Where characters like Ram doesn't really have that development, so it's like, oh, you're acting different. Should we be skeptical? You're being weird, right? There's a lot less in a lot more distrust, right? No matter which way you present it, like, they were fucked. And the craziest thing, right? There's like a very quick moment where Ram kind of talks to Subaru about how you always look at what's in front of you and you don't really think beyond that. It would have made more sense for you to grab onto Ram. Why did you go for me? He looks at what's in front of him, and it would have made sense for him to, even if he would have failed to grab anyone, if he could have tried to move in the air and grab. I mean, he has his fucking diddle hand, right? He could have grabbed Rem. In theory. I mean, maybe it was too quick. But yeah, the girl who can't move, it makes more sense to go for her, but you look at what's in front of you. And, I mean, in moments like these, it's hard not to look at what's in front of you. But I really thought this was a checkpoint. I thought we were going to once again watch everyone brutally die, because whether it's the chest pussy or the very large dildos, he was coming for our booty one way or another. And then he gets absolutely obliterated by the person who was sniping us. And the reason I know it was the person who was sniping us is at the end of the last episode, you see the kind of robe that she was wearing, right? And initially, I thought to myself, kind of looked like Subaru's colors, right? In terms of the orange and the black. Yeah, it's definitely confirmed now. Listen, I have no goddamn idea why she'd be looking for us. Is it just a coincidence that she has the same color pattern? Maybe. But either way, I don't like this funhouse. I want off this ride. I don't know. There were some clever things this week. The split tunnels. Then once the one side of the tunnels didn't work, he went down the other one, because of course. Because right now, right, if we really think about it, if our current checkpoint's going to remain where it is, we have two paths to go down. We can try to not get brainwashed by toxic pollution, which will cause us to kill each other, or we go down Satan's hell trap, where either we have to die from that abomination, or whatever the fuck she's going to put us through. Because right now, yes, she saved us, but she also sniped us on the surface. Unless they're trying to go the route, she wasn't the one sniping us. In fact, she wanted to meet you the whole time, but there was another thing that was sniping. I don't fucking know, bruh. But they left me fucked up. I'm sure it won't even be the top 5 most fucked up thing we see this season, because at this rate, it's very familiar. It's a very familiar feeling to season 1 of ReZero, when things just continue to go from bad to worse to what the fuck, and it felt like we were inexperienced. It's like we're watching it for the first time again. Let me know your thoughts down below. Source reader, anime only. Did this episode leave you as fucked up as it left me? Let me know down below. Drop a like, show your support, subscribe, ring that bell, and of course Patreon for live reactions to everything live over there, and other exclusives. Like, I love to give those video shouts to my patrons, because they're why I get to do these YouTube videos at all. Alright, so today we got Thor Linsgard, Vi, Navenga Games, Asa Kala, Matthew, Shadow Clone Rex, Zane Zardonks, and Natasha and Henry. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. You know, have a good one.